Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am back with the 3 and 30 alphabet challenge B this time. And we're going to do buttons because I just didn't come up with anything more fun than that. So, but first, before we start, I want to show you what my next project is going to be because I think these pieces that we make today are going to go in this journal. So I have this old book, Rose in Bloom, Louisa May Alcott, and it's the spine is in pretty bad shape. So anyway, we're going to do a vintage book journal, and I'm super excited to use these pages because they are really yellow and vintage looking. So that'll be super fun, I think. So I've printed out my kit. This is Miss Emery from Vintage Studio 717. And let me just show it to you quickly. What I did is I printed on both sides, and I also I chose print 8 by 10 on my printer because the book is about 8 3/4 maybe by 5.5. So printing 8 by 10, I think the pages will fit in pretty well. Because, on a digital, you don't really want to cut the sides or anything because you lose some of the design. So anyway, I shrunk it down a little bit, all that to say. So let me just show you these gorgeous designs by Jessie. So I printed both sides so that, and one side, it's kind of, the collage or whatever. And then the other side, like this one's the writing with the lines. But, it is a gorgeous kit. It is a gorgeous kit. Well done, Jessie. Look at all the flowers and the blues. I thought the blues would be really fun in this particular vintage book. And I have so many vintage books. I need to make more journals from them. I love this page. I love these little rosebuds at the bottom. I just think it's gorgeous. And then that one has the lines as well. This one is writing space as well. So it's really nice that there's decorative writing space. Then here's the envelope, which I think is gorgeous as well. Look at this. So we may end up using some of this. I think for sure we'll use one page of the ephemera. So, I should say I printed this on, this is on Red River Paper Company 32-pound matte photo paper. I wanted it to be bright. I wanted the colors to show. I'm ready for spring. And then the ephemera, I have printed this on my Epson presentation paper that I have in my favorite things because it's a little sturdier, and so for the tags and stuff. And I think this is the page we may end up using in our challenge today. And then there's this beautiful one. And then this I did on the photo paper too. I'm not sure. I might fussy cut her out or something. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with her yet. But so that's the book. That's the printables I'll use, and then, coffee dyed paper and Kool-Aid dyed paper and whatever else strikes me. So I'm super excited to get started on this project. And so the alphabet challenge will be sprinkled through. Okay. So buttons are a thing. So we're gonna get started. I have all my little piles of stuff because I struggled the first time, but it's kind of part of the fun, even though I'm struggling. And please don't be stressed out. I'm not that stressed out. I mean, it's not brain surgery. It's just trying to get it under the 30-minute mark. So anyway, I'll quit blabbing and here we go. So I'm starting on my iPad. There we go. Okay. So my first idea is I thought it would be fun to do like a bookmark for the journal to where like it just kind of hangs out the sides like that is what I was thinking. And I had this beautiful ribbon that I got in a Gale mail. And so I thought I would do that. Now I'm thinking I have some little pieces of lace. I'm thinking about putting them on the bottom, and I kind of think I would like it to be a bit smaller than this. So I don't know, and I maybe could layer something else on there too. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what. I want these ends to be kind of heavy so they hold the book. What else do I have? I have something up here that might be kind of, that covers that up too much. Could I put it underneath? Probably should have figured all this out before I started the timer, huh? I like how that gives it a little more texture. Let's do that. So one for each end. Get your sleeves up. Get to going, Gail. Get to going. Okay, so I think I'll just put that like that and these at an angle. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right. I think I'm going to use art glitter glue just to avoid the mess a little bit of the Fabri-Tac, just because I don't know how this is going to be. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to use, oh, look, it goes right through. Okay. Well, first fugal tea of the day. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, Fabri-Tac it is then. Oh gosh. I've already wasted 3 minutes as I look at the clock. Okay. Fabri-Tac holds everything. So we're just going to pop that on. Ew, and it's so goopy. And then we're going to pop this on. And we're going to have our layers. Ooh. So, yeah, I'm going to need this. I'm going to need a wet one is what I'm going to need. Oh, man. Good job, Gail. Get your workspace all goobered up right at the beginning. Should have done this one last. Oh, well. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Yeah, so a couple people said, why don't you just skip the whole time part of it? And I'm like, but that's like half the challenge. So so I'm gonna do it. I mean, you know, if I don't make it, it's not like the world's gonna end or anything. I'll just take a little extra time. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna stick these up under my heater, guys. Okay, we'll get back to that. We'll finish that off, but that was a messy way to start the day. Okay. So, now let's do item number 2. Okay. So, I want to make a tag, and I have this vintage button card that I want to put on there, and this is where I was thinking I would use this piece of ephemera from the kit, which is this one, and I think I'll use that with the tag that I have out here. I think I'll turn this way so that that's what you write on. And I'm going to cover the front kind of with this, I think, is how I'm going with this one. 'Tis my thought. Yeah, it is so funny, you know. I said to my husband, I'm going to go down and do a video. And he's like, okay. And he came down because we had to wash some stuff from Jimmy Joe. And he was going to switch out the washer and ask me if he could dry his bed. We had a little accident last night. But anyway, so he comes down and he goes, haven't you started your video yet? And I'm like, nope, I'm still preparing. So that's a bit longer, which is fine. I might use some of that trim on the bottom. Okay, I need my distress ink. So anyway, the preparation for these videos, it's just like, okay, I gotta get my next project printed out, because I want to make the pieces to go with it. And you know, and so there was printing. Then I got kind of stuck. I got a new, I got Tracy Fox's new random numbers kit, and I got those printed out on labels, which is awesome. But I have her other kit, and do you think I can find it in my files? I can't find it in my files. I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know what I filed it under, all that to say. Just don't even know. Okay, so I'm going to just give this a little bit of glue. We'll re-hole punch in a second too. Yeah, so anyway, I printed out some stuff, and then I did, you know, I had to find that button card. I wasn't quite sure. I knew I had some vintage button cards, but where I filed them, it appears that filing is an issue for me. Oh, so I'm just going to try and give it a little even edge around. Okay, so we did that. That's all good. So what do you think if I put that on the edge? I might try that. Probably should have used my cutter on this. Probably would have been faster, but oh well. I'm into it now. I love this digital kit, Jessie. It's gorgeous. Thank you. Such a talented lady. And a sweetheart to boot. Okay, so technically I only need half of that. Okay. So I'm going to cut it right there. And I still have some to play with when doing the book as well. So, okay. It's me trying to go straight, which is always scary. Okay, it's got it a little long, but that's okay. You can chop it off a little bit. Or I can just So today's the day that we're going to give it a try taking Jimmy Joe out to the lake for a walk. We'll see how that goes. Oh my gosh. He and Mike went for a walk this morning, and I was making the bed and looked out the window and they were walking home. If that wasn't the cutest thing you ever did see. My two cute boys. So that was fun. That started my day off happy. Yeah, our little Bucky has the flu, so that's not great. There we go. Oops. Okay. Liking that. Liking it so far. Let's punch the hole. Yeah, anyway, so my daughter was asking me how to get his fever down. He's been to the doctor and everything, but he had himself a little nap, and when he woke up, his fever was down a point. So it's still up a point from normal, but so I said just a lukewarm bath and cold pack on his little face and neck, and maybe some Pedialyte and some Pedialyte popsicles. It's like I'm like pulling all these things out of my brain from, 35 years ago. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, see how, let me show you up here, see how the design goes right there? I'm thinking about putting this right there and having it kind of go off the edge slightly. I think that would be cute. Okay, so I do think I want to just distress the edges just a bit. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just put art glitter glue on the design here. I will say it's very fun to think up the projects for this challenge. You know, it's like, okay, buttons. Well, I do the same thing with buttons. It feels like all the time. So I wanted to do different things. And, you know, so it's definitely kind of spurring on the creativity a bit. So I do appreciate that. Okay, so that is super cute. Now, what do I have for the top? Oops, sorry, I hit ya. I hit ya. You want pink, I think. Will that even fit in there? I don't know. This will. How about this and this? Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Just a couple of laces, and so I'm gonna poke them through, make the loop, run them back through, and tighten the loop. Okay, super happy with that. Chop off a little here and a little there. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'd like something right there. I am thinking I would like a little word of some sort, maybe. Pure elegance. Feminine. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. And these words are from 3 Insistent Dogs on Etsy. And it's on her coffee dyed linen that she has for sale in her shop, and then it's printed on, you know. So really cool stuff. She's got the words in her shop as well. So I am gonna just distress the edges a tiny bit. And pull off the backing and see, and then you're left with just, oh, I love that. Oh, I'm loving this tag. That's fun. Better get a move on though. 15 minutes. I'm halfway there. Okay, guys, let's just pop this right there in the middle. For Miss Emery. Oh, that's fun. Okay, there's one. Woohoo, there's one. All right. So, onward and upward. Let's see if our bookmark is dry by chance. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's stuck to my thing that I had up there. But it's dry. Okay. So, gosh, we're going to have, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my glue book under. Hello. Smart, Gail, smart. So, I pre-picked out buttons. I don't know if that's cheating, but so be it. So be it. So I have this one, and I just took a little crochet yarn and made a little bow. And so I'm going to stick that on there. Like so. And then I just have a couple little white ones. These are antique buttons. I actually picked up a jar of white antique buttons at my antique store. And yeah, I'll tell you what, they charge an arm and a leg for buttons at the antique store. But, you know, I must have decided I needed it badly enough. So I think we'll just do the same thing. I don't know, you guys. I may not end up using this, but I thought it was an idea, a little bookmark idea. So we'll just see how it turns out, huh? And gosh, this button's all misshapen, and I think I like that side better. It's kind of a mess, but it's cool looking. And it feels cool, this one too. So I guess I would say my purchase of the buttons was worth it. Okay. Get a little of the glue goobers off. All right, so that just needs to dry, and that one's done. Look at us go. What, me worry? Okay, I'm just gonna set those aside like that. Okay, so then project number 3 with 13 minutes to go. What? I'm just going to do a little fabric cluster for the edge of a page or whatever. And I had these fabrics that I thought would go pretty well with the, let's see, these have, sorry, finish the thought, go well with the kit. I'm going to just hit those with the pinking shears because that's how they're kind of done. And so, and then I could just put that up like that. Oh, and I was going to show you how I did the tying if I had time, which it appears that I do. Oh, I already have it out. I'm looking for my twine and it's already out. So it's not twine, it's crochet. It's crochet. And this is another little white vintage button. And so I'm just going to thread that through to the top side and just give it a little bow. This is fiddly, so that's why I did the green ones beforehand. I know it might be cheating, but you know, I don't think the 3 and 30 authorities are going to come lock me up or anything. I don't know. Tina and Rachel might make the trip. Wouldn't that be fun? Go ahead and make the trip, guys. Hold me accountable and come play in my room. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh my gosh, I would love it. Okay, so I need my this. So I'm going to put the staple right where I'm thinking I want the button, basically, to hold the pieces of fabric together. Okay, and then, oh, back to this. Back to the good old Fabri-Tac. Now you could sew the button onto the fabric too, which I may have done but I like the bow, so you know, whatever your preference. Okay, so I got that done. So I'm done with 10 minutes to spare, so we're gonna keep making stuff. Let's just call the button challenge done and done. So we have this tag, we have this cute little page embellisher, or we could put it on a pocket, whatever. Okay, and then we have our are funky. I think it will squash down, but if not, I may iron it. You know, it was folded up in my room. Okay, let's see what it looks like on the book now that it's done. Or in the book. Isn't that kind of fun? I do like it. I think it's fun. And then you could keep your spot of where you're journaling daily or something, you know? Okay. Well, we pretty much crushed the button challenge, if I do say so myself. And I do. Let's use some ephemera from the kit. Oh, and I'll show you this too because it's right here. So this is Tracy's new, I think she called it More Random Numbers. Isn't that so fun? Yeah, so I have some fussy cutting to do. So let's see what else we could make. Let's get down here to the ephemera. I was actually thinking about some buttons on one of these postcards. So let's do that. I mean, we'll stay within the theme of buttons, but oh, these are so pretty. Love them. And I think buttons was a perfect theme for this particular journal. I mean, you know, they had buttons on their shoes back then. There was a lot of buttons going on. Okay, so I think I want to back that onto something. Do I have, I thought I had, yep, have a piece of file folder here. And so I think we're gonna back on that. Okay, so I think I'll just give that a cut. And I'm gonna have to grab my little white buttons. I'll show you the little jar that I got. Seriously, years ago, but you know. I don't know what my husband's doing, but he's chopping in the kitchen, and so that makes me excited. Let me grab those buttons. So talk amongst yourselves. Didn't get to say much, did ya? I'm back. So yeah, it's just this Parmesan cheese container that has all kinds of white buttons in it, and so yeah, there's some that I know aren't, like this one's not vintage, I don't think, but some of them obviously are. Like, look at how yummy that is. That one we might use. And then a couple of smaller ones. I like the ones that still have the thread in them, so we might look for one more like that. Okay, so let's put together this piece of ephemera. Isn't this fun? We're just moving right along, aren't we? I mean, we might get this one done, and then we'll have 4 and 30. So I think that ought to count extra for the next challenge. So if I only get 2 done at some point, or you know, along the way, then I get the grace of having this one time that, yeah, I guess it doesn't work that way, but you know, what the heck, it would be fun if it did. Okay, and then I think I have a postcard stamp that I might put on the back of this. And isn't this fun? We've got some ephemera all ready for our book. Okay, I'm gonna stamp it before I get, let's be smart and stamp before. Let's see, where, I think it's in my Timmy stuff. I swear I had postcard stamps. Oh, maybe it's in. Sorry guys, I'm just digging through my stamps here looking for that. Huh, could have swore they were Tim Holtz postcards. I know they were. I know it. I know they were. Butterflies, there's that, and that, and that. No, no, no. It's one of these thicker ones. Oh, maybe it's down here. Nope. Well, Timmy. That's so weird. I could have sworn. Huh. Okay, well, what if I have a postcard, somebody else? Okay, well, so much for that idea, I guess, huh? I just think that's weird. It's got to be somewhere here. I'm just not finding it, though. Okay, well, I used up a lot of time doing that. Not that I'm on the timer anymore. What am I worrying about? Okay, I'm going to put one of these just for fun. Because I wanted something at the top. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm still hurrying. Oh. Ah! Well, I got a little smudge on there. That's not great. Gosh, I can't tell if that's there. My ink drying out, needs to be re-inked, I think. Oh well, we'll just do a little light one. If it turns out light, it turns out light, right? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, maybe we like that better than the postcard, because it does say cart postal on the front of this thing. So okay. So now we are going to, oh, didn't do that right. Oh my goodness, I'm such a dork sometimes. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is, let's see, Inkadinkadoo stamp. Let's see if I can find the name. Inkadinkadoo Ornate Flourishes, it's called. So there you go. Okay, so now let's put this on here. I'm down to 1.5 minutes on my timer, just in case you're timing me on number 4 here. Never mind, I used at least a minute looking for the postcard stamp, right? Okay, so there is that. Okay, then we're gonna just pop on our buttons. And I think I want this one here. And then I think I'm just going to go down a row. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Cute, right? Buttons just adds, that's another way to add dimension, isn't it? Now, I could have put some lace or something under it. But I don't think it needs it. Oh, there goes the timer. Stop. Done. Done. Done? Shush, 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 shush. Okay, I know. There's no place to hit stop. I'm not being an idiot, am I? Okay. I'm hitting done. Why won't you be done? Okay, I'm just gonna make you go away. Wow. Okay. Anyway, guys, we did 4. Look at us. So here was the bonus. We'll call this bonus ephemera piece. And I think it's just fun. These old buttons are just so cool. Look at that. And then there is the back side. Then we have our bookmark. We have our little embellishment, our little fabric embellishment. And we have our tag. Boom. Challenge B done. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's so fun. I'm really having fun now. I really am. So we'll just see you in the next video. Have a grateful day. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.